Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla.
I'm Big Daddy.
I hope you're all having a great day. Big Daddy dragged me out of the house kicking and screaming. No, he has an appointment to go get his oil changed in his car, and I have a chance to get out and go walk around Walmart, which is what I need to do. And so here I am. Now, did I really feel like jumping up, getting dressed, and going somewhere today? No. I feel kind of sluggish and tired. And that could be from the medication that I just took, that infusion. Or it could just be the normal me. Who knows? But I'm going to push myself and do this anyway because I need to. I don't, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And so I do not want to lose my ability to walk and get around and such. So I need to do it and make myself do it. But I'm going to get to walk around Walmart. Several of you have told me that Walmart has those scissors that I'm looking for. The little clippers that I have on my desk right now that, don't want to cut anything. And so Amazon didn't have them. But I believe Rebecca and Angel, and maybe it's someone else, I'm sorry, it's going to be too much to remember, has told me that Walmart does have them in the store. So, we're going to see. I'll find them. I have them wrote down on my list. I have a list of things I want to look at because, I order online, but sometimes
They leave it in the road.
Sometimes they leave it in the road. Sometimes they don't show you everything on the computer, or sometimes things aren't in. Computers have glitches. People make mistakes on computers, and sometimes you just don't see every item that they have. And so I'm going to get to go look around and, enjoy touching things if I want to. So Big Daddy continued his car oil, getting his oil changed and all that, and I'm going to be walking around the store and looking. I'm even going to look at the shoes because I need some shoes. So, yeah, I have a whole agenda. I have made it inside Walmart, and it is so loud in there that I'm having to do this voiceover. But I've looked around and just kind of... Big Daddy let me off at the front door, and he went around to automotive to get the oil changed in his car. So I've looked around a little bit up front, and now I'm kind of making my way back towards the automotive so that he can find me, and he don't get lost in Walmart, and I never find him again. So I'm just kind of looking around here, but slowly but steadily making my way towards the back. So, it's nice to just be in the store and walking around. And Big Daddy can't say, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" Is that all? Is that all? He can't say all that because we have to wait for the car to get done. We can't leave before it gets done, so that's nice. Anyway, I'm not looking for anything in particular up in here. I'm just walking. And that's what I need to do anyway. Oh, yeah, those lights caught my eyes. Those are cute. Love all the little neon words and stuff like that. So it caught my eye for a moment. A little distraction. And I better get back here and find that man before he gets lost. Y'all know I got him from Walmart, so I don't want to lose him back to Walmart. Oh yeah, I see him. I see him over there. So I come just at the right time because he's looking lost. And he's done caught up with me now, and so he's with me. So yeah. Thankfully, he didn't get lost. Those are nice, pretty bedding right there. Really pretty. I think that was velour, but way too hot for that right now. It was hot in the store, but I think it was hot in every store we ended up going in today. Ugh. I'm still looking for some plastic organizing drawers or containers and stuff, and so I take a little peek down here. Big Daddy's trying to show me something on his phone, and I'm trying to shop, and I told him just wait right here. And let me walk down this aisle and I'll be back. And but I was trying to get something off that shelf up there, but I couldn't get it with my one hand. And so he eventually got it for me. What a good man. He's really trying to show me something on his phone, and I'm just like wanting to walk around and look at stuff. We're not on the same page. So I told him, just wait. Don't follow me down here because I'm going to turn around and come back. And so I'm just looking to see what they have. Because I don't get out enough to know what's even available. And they rearranged our Walmart not too long ago, and so I don't know where anything is at in there anymore. It is like all new to me. And Big Daddy also, because at one point I said I was going to get the scissors, and he's like, they're back here with the craft stuff. And I'm like, no, the craft stuff's not over there anymore. So, because we don't go in enough to even know anymore. I was looking at those drawers, seeing about the different sizes. The size that was like a lot smaller than that one that I got was like $1 cheaper. Like the price and the size comparison was like off. So I said, come on, Big Daddy, let's go down here and look. I wanted to go and look for something in particular that I had seen online, and just wanted to go look and see if my store had it and what it looked like and if it was worth it and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm kind of peeking or taking little peeks at things and down the different aisles. I was stopped and was telling Big Daddy that I really need to crochet some bluey stuff. Because I know that's a big deal, and you know, kids love bluey. Adults too. There's bluey adult fans too. And so I was telling him, I need to crochet some bluey stuff. And he's like, who's Bluey? He don't know. There they have the Harry Potter My Life dolls and play sets, which looked really nice. And I was trying to peek through these blind bags and balls and stuff. I didn't find anything here but I was looking. I thought that was a duck. I was looking to see if they had any rubber ducks, but I never did find any. Online it shows that they have some single rubber ducks for about like $1 or something, and I was going to look and see if there was any I wanted to add to my collection of rubber ducks, but I didn't find them. So I'm looking at the Barbie stuff and just seeing what there is and all that. Sassy, you're not getting on my desk, so quit thinking about it. So I do take too long looking at this stuff. Big Daddy was probably getting aggravated with me. Those are plush Barbies, like little stuffed animal Barbies. I had never seen those before. They were cute. But I was really looking for something that I saw online, and it's just so much to see all at one time. And just looking, I'm just looking, wasting time. Because that's what I'm there for, is to look and to walk around. I'm not really doing any walking right here, but I'm doing a lot of looking. I probably looked at that way too long. I know I did. Lots of things I have never seen before. I was looking for some blind bags that someone had told me about. I did not find any on clearance, and so I usually kind of buy those things like when they're clearance or marked down or something. And I did not see any clearance, or I didn't even see that type of blind bag. Cows versus aliens. I didn't see that, but it was so many of them to look at. And now I think I finally see what I was looking for to begin with. In just a minute I finally notice it, but it takes me a long time, and like it was there in front of my face all the time. There it is. That's what I was looking for. The whole time, and it was right there. Anyway, so it's Barbie in a Jeep. Lots of the Wicked dolls that I hadn't seen. I was still looking at the Barbie stuff. There's the Wicked dolls that I hadn't seen, and was just taking a peek at those and seeing what was new. I have the one in the pink dress and the one in the black dress that's green. But I was looking to see if they had the man doll out. I can't think of his name, but I think he comes out the end of this month, but I didn't see him. It's just so much to see, so much fun stuff to look at, and we're having to waste time anyway because we have to wait till the car is done. Correct. I think I'm still on that same aisle. I really am. Like, oh my goodness, I'm still on the same aisle. Those were cute. They look shorter than Barbies, but they were cute little dolls up there. Anyway, I can't even tell you why I was looking at all this. Just, something different. Something different and something, I hadn't been able to get out and do in a while. And then I spot the little tiny ILY dolls. Those are really cute. And I love the little character types of them. But then I spot Carmen Sandiego. Oh my goodness, Dakota used to watch that all the time. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And I just thought that'd be fun to have a little doll with Carmen Sandiego. I mean, she's a Barbie. She looks like she might be a tiny bit taller than a Barbie. Like she might be a full 12 inches. But we ended up scanning her, and she was clearanced. And she's still kind of pricey though, but she was clearanced down. But I might just watch her online. I put her in my buggy and I carried her around the store with me. But in the end, spoiler alert, I did not get her. But she rode around with me for a while. And, it made me happy and her happy. Legos, 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 Legos on that aisle. And I'm just kind of looking around, zip up this aisle, and we really need to get over to the other side of the store where my list actually starts. But I just like looking at the fun stuff too. Right? So a lot of times I'll look at the stuffed animals and then, think about, I could crochet that. I could make that on my knitting machine and stuff like that. And I'll go ahead and tell you all right here. My friend Eva did a market booth at a craft show, and she had some crochet items that she had made herself. She had lots of lovely, pretty items that she crocheted. She had a ton of stuffed animals that's brand new that she had bought on and clearance at Walmart and different places. Still had the tags on them, and she marked them really cheap, like $3 and cheaper. And all her crocheted items sold except one item. So people really chose the crochet stuff over the plushies that were brand new with tags. And so I was so proud of her for taking a chance and getting her first market and selling her crochet stuff, and it seems to be that people loved it. Like I said, she sold all her crochet stuff at one item. That's amazing. That is. And now she's trying to crochet more things to have do another market. I always look at the 18-inch. Oh, Big Daddy's way down there looking at something. I always look at the 18-inch doll clothes because I have a lot of different size dolls that can wear the 18-inch doll clothes. And then kind of looking at the Harry Potter stuff. They have a whole collection there. I didn't realize they had so much of that. There's the train and the greenhouse thing. All those different accessory packs, the clothes packs, and even the My Life as dolls already dressed as the Harry Potter characters, I guess. I really don't know the characters because I've never watched the show, to be honest. But I know a lot of people really like that and are into it. And so I was just trying to, give a little good shot of that. So if anybody's wondering what Walmart's carrying in that kind of stuff. I had to stop and go back. Does anybody get Whitney vibes? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Whitney? Totally got Whitney vibes when I saw that. And so I had to go back and kind of look at it. Those were all dirty, like they had been dragged on the floor or something, though. They were. The pink and the blues, they were all kind of dirty looking. I'm telling Big Daddy, come on, let's go over here and zip through. I need to go find those snippers. But I think I'll get distracted before I get over there, actually. There is just, like I said, Walmart has really just rearranged and redesigned their store that I'm not familiar where anything is. And I'm looking for the ladies' shoes, honestly. I'm looking for women's shoes. I need some shoes, and so I'm making my way over there looking for them anyway. I seem to be stuck somewhere else. Feels like it's taking me forever to get over there. Oh, look, I think I'm there. I think I'm finding them. There was a bunch of shoes on clearance on that rack. Those racks right there, but it was kids' shoes. It wasn't anything for me. So just kind of going down this aisle looking for, there's black sliders. That's what I wear all the time. And so there was a brand new pair of black sliders. They're a little different from the ones was currently wearing, but my black sliders have a flat tire, and so I needed to get another pair. And I'm looking for a slip-on tennis shoe that looks nice. And so that's what I'm looking for, actually. Big Daddy's coming along right behind me, and I'm just peeking on this next aisle to make sure there wasn't any shoes over there that I missed. And then I'm like, hey, wait a minute, what is that? And I had to go feel the material, but then I realized those were skinny clothes. And so, thankfully, there was a place for Big Daddy to sit down, take a rest. So I left my buggy with him, and I'm looking around. Lots of cute character shoes, Jack and Sally, Mickey Mouse, Hello Kitty, SpongeBob. No, Big Daddy would have a fit if I was to try to wear anything like that out of the house with him. A pink shoe and a yellow shoe for SpongeBob. And, you know, there were some cute Mickey Mouse ones and all that. So anyway, I go and I'm looking, trying to find... I like black shoes, to be honest. I just like a solid black shoe. I wear black pants. Those are really cute. No, my feet would not do in those shoes, but they're really cute. So those kind of look like Tom's shoes, but I did end up trying a pair on, and my foot did not want to go in that. Very disappointed. I was really hoping to get more of a shoe instead of just the slides. But like I said, I need something that my foot can just slip in and out of because I'm not able to tie shoes. But that just didn't work for me. I don't know. I was disappointed. Looks like there's another aisle, so looking around. I did try those on also, and they did not work for me either. The tongue of the shoe came up so high, it was very uncomfortable. Not that I even got my foot in there really well, because it was just, I don't know. You know, you'd have to put those on and stretch them out for a while before they would fit comfortably. Anyway, I was a little disappointed that I wasn't finding something for myself. Big Daddy said something about you probably need those slip-on Skechers, and I don't know what he's talking about, other than he might be talking about a mule type shoe, but I'm not sure. But I would do that if I could find them, but they didn't have anything like that at Walmart today. Like I said, I did try those on. They just didn't work for me. I wanted them. I wanted them badly. As you can tell, I'm really interested in them. I went back around there by Big Daddy and tried them on. I was looking to make sure that, you know, what shoes or something was over there, but it was purses on the next aisle, so. And then Big Daddy said, oh, there's some Mickey Mouse shoes over there. And I'm like, what? You're mentioning that? And they were black slides, but they had Mickey Mouse across the band. But I ended up getting the black slides. Is all I got. So I did ask this lady where the pajamas were, because I was not sure, since they moved things around and I didn't want to walk the wrong way and then have to turn around and go back. But she directed me, and so I went up and found the pajamas and other things that I needed. A lot of cute summer sets for pajamas. I just need some new pajamas. And then I saw that they had some fall and Halloween pajamas. So I stopped to look at those, and then Big Daddy was like, "Are you gonna get them?" I was like, "I don't know, I was thinking about it." And he's like, "Get you some, you need them." So I did get a couple sets. I did get Lazy Bones. I did. They even had a shirt that matched it that was Lazy Bones. And now over in the craft section, finally made it over there. Just kind of looking at those little box kits. They got the same woobles that they've always have. I guess they don't get other woobles in. They just have those same little characters. So I'm kind of looking around to see. Oh yeah, I needed some felt for a project, and I didn't remember what colors I needed actually, so I don't know, I just grabbed some, a yellow one and a pink one. But I think I needed some other colors to do the project that I had in mind, but I don't know. I didn't have it in me to sit there and think about it and get everything at the moment. And I'm down here looking at fabric glue, and then Big Daddy says, "We have fabric glue at home." And I'm like, "Okay, where's it at?" And he said, "In the den." Now, when I go in there and look for it, he's probably not going to know where it's at, but he told me he had some at home. I don't know if he's got that or what. So I may end up having to go back and get fabric glue if what he has doesn't work for me. Just so much. And my eyes take a long time to focus on things. They really do. And when it's a lot of things to take in like that, my eyes just don't know where to look. That is moss. I did want to do a scenery with moss and have mossy mushroom type scenes set up and leave set up as a photo op, but I didn't work on that today. I didn't get that or even think about it, but in the future that's something I would like to do. Stickers, I'm just kind of glancing at them. All kinds of arts and crafts and crafty things, art stuff, sublimation, stuff on the other side there. Alright, that is our little yarn section. Like, that's all we have, that right there. And you can see it's kind of, lots of holes and kind of things just shoved here and there and everywhere and not really organized or set up in any kind of way. But that's it. We used to have almost a whole row of yarn, but it's cut back to just that. There's some embroidery kits, cross stitch stuff. There's some little amigurumi kits down there on the bottom. I didn't want to get down there and look at them, to be honest. Now here we're down here at the scissors, and I spotted the ones that I need. So I've got them, they're mine now. Or they will be as soon as I check out, but I'm happy to have those, and I can retire the ones that do not cut. I may put them in my craft room, maybe. just looking at some of the buttons. I don't even know, like, I didn't ever see the whole button display. I used to look at the buttons a lot, but I didn't see the big button display. I just saw these right here. And some of the little crafty things I'm wanting to make, I could use those on, and so I'm really contemplating it. I guess in the end I decided I would get them. I think Big Daddy is ready to go, but again, we're kind of waiting on his car to get done. This is a lot of sewing stuff on this aisle. There's like, you know, the foot polyfill and stuff like that, and fat quarters. I love to look at all the prints of the fat quarters. I don't know what to do with them, but I just love looking at them. All the different prints on material and such, because they have such cute, and I see people like online that have doll clothes made with those fat quarters and stuff, and I wish I knew how to do that. Wish I had the ability to do it, the skill. Now we have got to get down there and get a few things on the grocery side of the store, not anything perishable or cold or freezer or anything like that. Just some, a few items. I did get Phoebe's dog food. I did grab her dog food. The cats have plenty of cat food. It's back to school time, so they've got, you know, all that stuff out in the center aisles. Everything that, you know, take your kids back to school clothes shopping and such. Now there's those Pringle Mingles, and they are just like the puff corn. They just melt in your mouth. They have a cheese one and a ranch flavor one and a barbecue pizza one. And so I was looking to see all those, you know. I did try them all. I mean, I got them all to try. Now I'm looking for pepper jelly that I just bought some and now could not find it at the store. I wanted the bigger jar of pepper jelly. I ended up having to get a little tiny jar because they did not have what I was originally looking for. But I looked for a long time and should have gave up and went on, but I really wanted some pepper jelly. Pepper jelly and cream cheese. We used to eat that with crackers, but now I, you know, can't eat the crackers. But pepper jelly and cream cheese, or even apple jelly. I did get a jar of apple jelly because it would be just as good to mix up with a little cream cheese as a dip. But I'm just going to be eating it with a spoon, of course. Anyway, I'm tired of looking at the jelly. I don't know why I'm still standing there. I was trying to show Big Daddy, like, what I was trying to tell him what I was looking for. I wanted the pepper jelly in a bigger jar like those, and I did buy one. But I could not find them today. Okay, I don't know why I'm still standing there looking at the jelly. Good grief, woman, go on, move. Even a lady that was on a ladder across the aisle was like, "Can I help y'all find something?" And she came and kind of looked too, and she didn't find them. I checked out. Now I'm outside waiting on Big Daddy. He went around to automotive to get his car, and then he'll come pick me up. I'll go stand by the police truck. Although it's probably empty. They just park one up here just to make it look like they have a presence. But it's probably an empty truck. Looks like it is. Whew. It's a warm day. It's getting hotter. Big Daddy be coming from this way. I was just looking to see how full the parking lot was. Next up, we're going to get him a haircut. So, anyway. Whew. I got a few things I needed and a few things I wanted. And I ended up putting the doll back and got grown-up things like underwear. Big Daddy said, you know you need some underwear. And I was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, well, I'm going to put this doll back and get underwear and pajamas. They had these Halloween pajamas that are super, super soft. They're so soft. And so I got those. I'll wear them all year long. I'm not worried about seasonal fitting in with the seasons. So I got my puff corn. They did not have the sweet and salty that someone mentioned that they had, but I looked. I did get these Pringle Mingles. Got a box of these for like maybe $5 or $6. So I got those. They're just melt in your mouth like the puff corn does. Some more puff corn Mingles and the what is that? Anyway, just waiting on Big Daddy. He'll be coming around the corner. When he comes, he'll be coming around the corner when he comes. In his little black Jeep car. When he comes, and that might be him. I really can't tell until he gets right up here. But if he slows down, hopefully it's Big Daddy and not some other man trying to pick me up. That ain't happened in years, okay? Yes, Big Daddy. Hey guys, I'm in the car waiting on Big Daddy. He's getting a haircut. He likes to stay tidy. Since he does, work a professional job, he needs to look tidy. He don't look ragged like me. I'll just be all ragged looking and, that's my normal. But he, tries to stay tidy and look nice. So I'm waiting on him. I have the air on, so I'm not sweating. Don't worry about me. I have on my llama shirt today, my yellow llama shirt. I like it. It says, Mama Kayla at youtube.com. It's a beautiful day to crochet. So anyway, Paige's stepdaughter has a shop that does shirts, and I had bought my own shirts because I didn't want a tight fitting shirt. I wanted it loose and soft, and also I bought my own shirts and sent to her, and she, told her what I wanted, and we come up with it together, and she did them for me. So, and then I just had to pay for this part, for her putting that on there. So it worked out really good. And so anyway, excuse me, that walk around Walmart really did me in. It really did. I didn't feel like doing it to begin with, but I pushed myself and made myself do it. It had been much easier for me to stay at home today. It would have been much easier for me to have stayed home and rested and took it easy, but he was like, come on, go with me to Walmart. He had an appointment already to get his oil changed. He's like, come on, go with me. I was like, oh, I don't feel like it. But I'm going to do it. And I did it. I needed to do it. So, we get home, I'm probably going to crash because I'm really, really tired. Really tired. So what are you guys up to today? What's going on in your world? What are you doing? It's not what I had planned today. Ooh. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It should have been a napping day for me. I mean, in reality, after getting that medication and stuff like that, you are supposed to take it easy a few days. And I did yesterday. And I took a long nap yesterday evening, and I didn't even know that it stormed while I was napping. Big Daddy told me that this morning. He brought the mail in there to me and said, "Oh, here's your mail. I didn't give it to you yesterday because you was asleep." And I come home, and he said, "It was storming when I got this out of the mailbox." And I was like, "Oh, really? It was storming?" He said, "Yeah, it was just raining so hard." He said when he got home, he pulled up in the driveway. He had to wait about 30 minutes before he could even get out, get a break in the rain to come in the house. I was like, "Oh, wow." I didn't know. I slept right through it. I was dead to the world. So, anyway, I plan to... Man... I plan to nap some when I get home and then crochet some tonight. I'm going to finish up my bluebird. Still on my desk. Got to finish that up. I did get up real early this morning, and I had taken a little short nap actually, and I got up and I was going to crochet on it, but then here comes Sassy. That girl, she's like, "No, we are supposed to be together right now." So I had to just pet her because she didn't want me crocheting. So I will whenever, later on this evening after a nap and all that kind of good stuff. I think Big Daddy wants to go get some lunch. I'm not on my drain bag right now. I told Big Daddy this morning I was leaving the house. I said I'm not going to hook up to that drain bag. First off, it's embarrassing dragging that around. Second, it's in the way and it's hard to drag that around. It gets heavy real quick. And then you have to go and drain it, empty it and everything. And so, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. And then it comes undone, and then you have a mess. You have your clothes all messed up, and the smell is horrible. So I told Big Dad, I said, I'm not going to drain today while we're in town. Let's just go. If we want to eat lunch somewhere, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it being drainable, but it has to be swallowable. I have to be able to swallow it, even if it's not able to drain out the tube, because little chunks of stuff might get, we'll stop it up and all that. So, tonight, after I get home, I'll probably take a nap and let whatever I ate for lunch kind of absorb and do whatever, let me get some nutrients from it. And hydration and all that kind of stuff, And then tonight, I'll try to drain it. And when you eat something like that may have little bitty chunks in it that I can swallow but are not drainable, you have to work on that tube forever, ever. I mean, like hours. Stand there working on that tube trying to get it, whatever's in your stomach, out so that it will drain. I mean, one night I stood in there at that sink till like 5 a.m. working on that tube. I was so exhausted, and my feet hurt, my back hurt, my legs hurt, my shoulders hurt, hunched over that sink. And then when I'm kind of bent over like that and I'm looking down at my tube working on it, then my nose starts pouring, and it's miserable. It's a lot. It is a lot dealing with all that. Oh my gosh. It's too much. But I'll worry about that later. Today, I just want to have a normal day today. The most normal that we can have anyway. And that is just eating something that I can swallow. Not worrying about it being drainable. So, I don't know where he wants to go. So we got about 3 choices of places I can eat that's swallowable. I told him, I said, pick one of those places. He said, that's the only 3 places you can eat at. And I was like, I'm sorry. I hate that for you. but it'll work out. He'll pick something. He don't want to pick, but I'm like, no, you pick whichever one you're in the mood for, because I'm not really picky. I don't have a preference. So, anyway, we had to park way down away from the barber shop because it is packed out here. There's a restaurant here that I've never even been in, and then his barber shop is down that way, and but I have a feeling that a lot of people at the barber shop's vehicles are actually at the restaurant. But anyway, we had to park a long ways away. Talk to my son Elijah again, and I love my kids. I just love that they call me and chat, you know. I just love that. I miss him so much. I don't want to cry. I'm sure you know how it is if your kids live away from you. I'm sure you know what I'm saying. And I just miss him so much, even though talking to him, I just want to grab him and hold him and hug him and squeeze him and kiss him. You know how us mothers are. I just miss him. I miss Dakota too, even though Dakota's here in town. He and Carlton stay so busy. They, you know, both work, and usually Dakota naps when he goes home and takes a nap when he gets off work. He's a napper. And then Carlton, when he comes in from work, he teaches at the college, and he's a professor at the college. And so when he comes in, they always have activities they're going to, different, I don't even know what you call them, choir activities, musicals, chorals, things like that. And then there's, you know, things with their church. They just have a lot going on. They do. They're busy. They stay busy. Like, they make up all these events that they go into, I think. I don't know. But they had a good time in Tennessee. They're home from that and back to their regular life. But, yeah, even though Dakota's in town, I don't really see him that much. I talk to him, but I don't see him that much. But at least I do get to see him, you know, way more than I see Elijah. But, it's about time I do see Dakota, so I might tell him to come out Sunday or Monday and hang out with me a little bit. I do want him to come and help me organize in my doll room, but I hate also that every time he comes I want him to do stuff instead of just sit and relax and talk. I've always got jobs for him to do, so I feel guilty about that. But maybe he should come over more often, and then I wouldn't need him to do something every time he come. I probably would. I need him to do something on my computer. I need him to do something on my phone. I need him to do something on my tablet. I just have all these little jobs. And I did get that smartwatch in. I got to download an app, which Big Daddy could do that for me. He just hasn't. Every time he has the opportunity to do it, I'm either recording, uploading, or doing something like that. So, I haven't got that set up yet. But my kids wanted me to get that little, it's just a like little $20, looks like a smartwatch, but it's not really all the bells and whistles of a smartwatch. My kids had wanted me to have that so that if I fail, I would be able to call for help. So, that was the whole purpose of that. And now I don't even have it on. I mean, I'm not even using it because we haven't put the app on my phone yet. Big Daddy did tell me one night, he said, you know, pull up this app. He told it to me, and I pulled it up. He's like, now download it. And I was like, is this the right one? He's like, no, what are you even downloading? I'm just not into all that technical stuff. I hate technical stuff like that. I don't know. Elijah was telling me that I needed to get a Switch. They just come out with a new Switch. It's an electronic game, if you're not familiar. And they just came out with a new one, so the old one's price went down really low, I guess. Maybe, I'm not sure what he was saying. But they have a game on there, Animal Crossing. He said you would like playing that. And so he was trying to talk me into getting that. And I was like, that's a device I would have to hold in my hands. And it probably wouldn't go well. I'd probably drop it or something. He's like, well, just use it when you're laying in the bed. Or you're in your chair. But sometimes, I feel really bad. And I just don't feel like getting out of my chair, out of my bed, or out of my chair. But yet I'm bored because I don't have anything to do. And if I'm laying there awake, I'm just bored out of my mind. And he's like, you need a little Switch game, and you could play Animal Crossing on there. And then I was like, well, that's something to hold in my hands, and I hate holding stuff in my hands. I mean, and I'd probably drop it. He's like, well, it would land in the bed, so it would be okay. He was just trying to think of activities for me to do to keep from being bored. Give me something to focus on and think about. And that probably would. It really probably would. If I was playing that game, I'd probably be into that instead of, thinking about how bad I was hurting at the moment or something. So, yeah. I'm excited about my pajamas I got at Walmart. I got 2 sets of Halloween pajamas, and then I think Big Daddy got me an extra shirt that didn't have pants to go with it, but he said you can wear it with any pants. He said you got some gray pajama pants or black pajama pants you can wear that with. And I was like, yeah, okay. Those pajamas are so soft. I can't wait to get home and put on a pair. And I tried on several shoes and ended up with just some black slip-on slides. The pair I have on are just black slip-on slides too, and I've wore them for about 3 years. And so I told Big Dad they had a flat tire on them, and my feet hurt really bad. I have a super high arch, and it's hard for me to find shoes that feel that arch and doesn't hurt so bad. But I just had to, I couldn't find anything. And I needed something I could just slip on and not have to tie and all that kind of stuff. But I couldn't find anything that fit and I thought was going to be easy to do. And a lot of things had a really high tongue and a really high back, and it was a slip-on, but that tongue just kind of like dug into my leg. It was like built onto the shoe type. I don't know, but it didn't feel good. It hurt, and I could tell that was gonna hurt my leg. My legs are very sensitive and tender to touch, and so. And then my feet just hurt really bad, and it's hard to find shoes that are comfortable for me. So anyway, I just got another pair of black slides. They're different from the pair I have on, but we'll see. Maybe my feet can get used to them. I'll wear them around the house for a while before I actually wear them out of the house. What else did I get? I got some underwear. It was so funny because I was like, I said, I'm gonna look at the pajamas. I need some new pajamas, and he said, you need some underwear is what you need. I was like, oh yeah, I do, don't I? Oh goodness. And then what else did I get? I got some puff corn and some stuff like that. Nothing that had to be refrigerated because we're not going straight home. I knew we weren't going straight home, so nothing cold or refrigerated or anything like that. So, yeah. Just waiting on Big Daddy. Catch back up with you in a little bit. We are almost finished with our running around. We've done a few little errands and things and got lunch. And we have 2 more stops.
3.
3?
No, 2.
2? We don't know. We don't know what we're doing. We're just whatever happens, happens. That's the way it is.
No, we got 2 more stops. We done had enough of whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Oh. If I pull up at Dollar Tree in a minute, I'm gonna run in and get tinfoil and parchment paper and Ziploc bags. Whatever else jumps in the buggy. No. And I think Big Daddy's just gonna wait on me in the car.
Yeah.
And then I have to run in Target to pick up my 3 prescriptions that the rheumatologist renewed for me the other day. So my Cellcept and Plaquenil and prednisone was renewed, and so I gotta go pick that up. Paige just redid my meds and my containers, and actually I didn't have enough Cellcept or prednisone. I don't know about the Plaquenil, but I know I didn't have enough to... Did they just rename that church?
Yeah. I think.
I didn't have enough meds to fill up the month's container thing. Huh?
It used to be an Episcopalian church.
Yeah, was it Grace Point?
Yeah.
Oh. One of our big churches here. Just noticed that they just put a new name on it. Not that I've ever been there. But anyway, this is Bayou Desert that we're supposed to drive across. Just cutting through to go down to a Dollar Tree. We have 3 Dollar Trees in Monroe.
One of them can't go to.
One of them I'm not allowed to go to. Because Big Daddy says it's dangerous. Look at that.
Because it is dangerous.
It is. They've had a shooting inside that store before. I know it's dangerous, but still.
People get robbed in the parking lot all the time. Not go in there.
Look at the beautiful sky. That is a beautiful, beautiful sky. And we got the heat to go with it, okay? The heat matches that. A few little dark clouds over here. But it's a really beautiful sky up there. I don't know, as I've gotten older, I don't know, I just appreciate the clouds and the pretty days. I find myself when we're in the car just looking at the clouds, and I don't know, I used to not think too much about them. What about you, Big Daddy?
Absolutely. Last couple of years I've been like it.
Yeah. Eating the little things.
Yeah, appreciating the little things. Waking up, seeing the sunshine.
Yeah. That's right. Appreciate the small stuff. And don't sweat the small stuff. It don't really matter. Ooh. Yeah, these roads in Louisiana are really, really bad, and they probably are in most states, too. You probably say your roads are just as bad, but we can tell when we're traveling in Louisiana, and if you hit another state, it is very obvious that you just left Louisiana.
Yeah.
Or even traveling, you know, and leaving the parish sometimes. Because in Louisiana, we don't have counties like you might have, you know, what county do you live in? We have parishes. And it's more like, what parish do you live in? Where does that road go?
No idea. I told you I wanted to go down it one day.
Yeah, I don't know where it goes.
So where it winds up.
It's got to go somewhere if people are coming from it.
Not a lot of people, not a lot of traffic on that though, so it's probably not connected to where it's going to go eventually.
Yeah.
I think that's the Forsyth exchange that they were talking about doing, coming out by the mall.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So it might be shorter for us to go that way.
Well, it's not there yet.
Oh. Well, it's going somewhere.
It's going somewhere. It just hasn't got there yet, I don't think.
Anyway, yeah, so anyway, we have parishes that we live in instead of counties. And so sometimes just leaving the Ouachita parish, we will be able to tell, the roads are different than another parish. But pretty much they're all the same in Louisiana. Bad.
Yeah.
Pothole central. Some apartments down there. This church up here has pretty much taken over, like, I don't know, it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
Blocks.
Yeah. That church has gotten huge. When the boys were little, up Dakota was always in choir there. So
The Masterworks Choir.
Masterworks choir, every Tuesday we had choir there in the afternoons. And then when Elijah got old enough, he joined the choir too. So they both had choir there. Every Tuesday. But here is the Dollar Tree that I'm going to run into and grab my few things. Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree.
You're a little too excited about the Dollar Tree.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes that's all the excitement I have in my life. Okay, so I have made it in Dollar Tree, and it looks like they are getting back to school items out. Those items are good for organizing, storage, putting crochet hooks in, all of the little things like that. And there on the bottom, I see the ones with the round circles. It's 6 of those on that little tray thing. Those would hold your stitch markers, your crochet hooks, and other little knickknacks you might have, needles and things like that. And let's see, oh, there's some vinyl, and these are 4 for $1, so those are 25 cents. And I was tempted to get some for the kids to cut shapes out to create mixed media art, for their art projects, but I didn't. I thought, well, I just need to hurry and not sit there and think about that too much, but I ended up spending too much time in here anyway. Lots of containers and storage. I needed some storage containers because I want to get in there and get my doll room organized, and so I just needed some containers for that. My videoing gets, I'm not professional at all, so it gets a little squirrely here while I'm trying to separate these things, and that was hard for me. Okay, so yeah, lots of containers, and remember, these are magnetized. They go great on the side of those rolling carts or on your fridge or wherever you might have metal. And those hold crochet hooks and all really well. Ink pens, lots of binders and notebooks for writing down information that we can't remember. Lots of pens and pencils and all that kind of stuff. So this is the time of the year to stock up on those things. I was looking to see what that was, and there's Racer. And they have fall stuff out already. Lots of fall, Halloween stuff, and back to school. So this is the time to get all those things. I was looking for some little tiny flowers to make some of those little bouquets, but I don't know. I didn't see what I was looking for. And then they have some snacks out, like back to school. Parents are buying, I don't know, I guess snacks to get them started off for lunches and stuff like that. So I'm just looking to see what all snacks they had that I might could eat. I don't like the tapioca, but I did see that chocolate, but it was sugar-free, and I don't do sugar-free because I can't have aspartame. I'm allergic to aspartame. But I did find one that was not sugar-free. And then all the Jell-O the one lower than that, the Jellos, they all seem to always be sugar-free. I can never find those that aren't sugar-free. But Big Daddy can eat sugar-free. I cannot. And I was trying to get a butterscotch one, but every one of them was just beat up like that, and I was scared that, the plastic might have a little hole in it and air has gotten in there and it wouldn't be good. I usually get applesauce from there, and I did see a bunch, but I already have some at home, so I didn't need to get any. And so I'm just looking to see what fun things are over here that my little art kids might enjoy. I love having fun with them and creating things. So just checking out, seeing what all Halloween stuff they have. And if you don't get that stuff as soon as they put it out, it's gone. It is. So it's the time to grab it, even though you might not decorate with it right now. I really just don't have the energy to even decorate, to be honest. I don't. More snacks on that side and Halloween stuff on this side. So I'm trying to go through quickly, but yet I do want to look, because I just don't get to go just at my willy-nilly. It's always has to be like a planned thing, or wait till Big Daddy wants to go or something like that. But he's in the car, and so I am trying to kind of go a little quicker. Thought I would just check this aisle out and see what decorations and things they had down here. I don't think I got anything off of this aisle. But I did look at, just looked at fall things to see. I think fall is about my favorite time of the year to decorate, but I just don't get around to it, But I like fall decorations. I like the fall time of the year when we're cooling off. Those first crisp, cool mornings are very nice. Very nice. I do need some cleaning supplies, and some, looking to see what they have. And trying to find the items that I need. They, have so many cleaning supplies. Excuse me. I always buy cleaning supplies at Dollar Tree because they're just so much cheaper, and yeah, I'm trying to find the dish tabs, and there they are. I think they're going up on the price of those, but still, it's still a good deal, I suppose. So I get them. Looks like they've been doing some restocking and stuff like that, so I am just trying to get out of the way. More fall items. And let's see, I think I found a couple of things right there that I wanted. Thought I could do something with. I like that those have clips on the bottom of them, and they would be cute in a doll's hair or something like that. And so that's why I got those. And so I have them, and I throw them over in this buggy, and then I'm like, wait, that's not my buggy. That wasn't even my buggy. My buggy's over here. Leave it to me. Yep, that's me. So now we're going to go over here and, yeah, I wanted to grab those black and white because I think I will try to do something for a doll scene, black and white. Checking out, seeing what other fall and Halloween type items they have. Now sometimes we do get the paper plates here and the paper bowls. It depends on where we're at when we need them, but I had just got some at Walmart, so I didn't get those. But they have a nice selection of craft projects. I mean, not craft supplies. They've really upped their game lately and have lots of things. And there is some crochet amigurumi kits. There was a whale, a dinosaur, a donut, a bee, Trying to think of what else there might have been. There might have been a bunny. I'm not for sure on that, but there's the whale and the dinosaur, and there's a bee. And I was trying to see, like, what else is in there? I'll put those back over. I always try to leave things ever how I found them, or better, you know. If I can pick stuff up off the floor, I will. If I see something that's falling, you know, before I got there, I will try to pick it up if I can. But remember, it does hurt my stomach to bend over with this tube and all that sometimes. So, but I do make an attempt to put things back or fix things that I see need fixing. I always like to look at all those stickers, and I'm trying to create something but I just didn't have time to look at the stickers. I didn't want to leave Big Daddy out there so long. Here, I'm just giving you a little peek at the little yarn section. I didn't need any, but I wanted to let you look. A little quick peek. Let's see, what else did I need? I need some bleach. And I think I got a spray cleaner. I had to look on my list to see what all did I have on there. I think I got some dish soap and some dish tabs, and I ended up getting some bleach from there. Big Daddy needs to bleach his undershirts. You know, every week when he washes clothes, he does a load of whites and bleaches them. And so here I'm gonna grab a couple snacks. I see my Chester's cheesy puff corn, so I grabbed 2 of those. Those are pretty, that's a good price, $1.25, and those are a little good sized little bag, so got me 2 of those. Big Daddy asked me to get him some watermelon rings. You know, like the gummy peach rings. Dollar Tree usually has watermelon ones. I did not find them at all. I saw some watermelon slices, but he doesn't like those. He wants the watermelon rings. And I didn't see peach rings either, but that's some peach gummies there, and those are really good. So I got us a couple bags of those. And I'm just looking again just to make sure I'm not missing the watermelon rings. That's the watermelon slices, but he doesn't like those. It's just so much to see. My eyes can't even take it all in at one time. So they could have been hanging right in front of my face and I wouldn't have saw them, to be honest. But I did make a good effort to try to look for them. Alright, that's enough time. Enough time looking for those. Dollar Tree usually has, you know, like tons of snacks to choose from. You know, I can't eat a lot of those things. I can only eat certain things that will go down my esophagus. And now I'm just skipping on over, trying to find the tinfoil and all that. I go to 2 different Dollar Trees, and they're in the different places in those stores, so I love those jars. I probably showed y'all those jars before, but I just think they're very nice looking, and they're not like so cheap looking. They look really nice for decoration, you know. I've never bought them, but I just think they're nice. And I did see a cup up here that I thought was cute. It says Flower Market. I just thought that was cute, so I went ahead and got one. Not for myself, but I'm gonna put crochet flowers in it and put in my crochet booth is my plan. Now, whenever I'm gonna get that done, I don't know. I did contemplate getting these icy things and putting in the freezer, but I'm always weary about that because I don't know what it looks like on the inside of that pouch. Is it mold? Is it gross? I don't know. So I started to get one to try, and then I was like, I don't know. I don't think I can make myself do it. So now we're over here on this last aisle, and I'm getting some tin foil. I was trying to figure out my best bet. That one was only like 15 yards, and then this one was 40 yards, and I think I bought that before and it was okay. So grabbing it, and I also need parchment paper. We use a lot of parchment paper for things in the oven or the toaster oven, just to you know, keep the pan from getting dirty. Just put a piece of parchment paper down. And then I need Ziploc bags for organizing some doll clothes, Barbie doll clothes and stuff like that in my doll room. And so I was trying to get some different size Ziploc bags. And I was trying to find the ones with the largest number of bags. So I think I ended up getting some half-gallon and some gallon bags. It was hot in that store, and I was just really ready to get out of there. And I was trying to just think, you know, I couldn't even think, really and truly, because I was just so hot. And this cat is getting up here in the chair with me, trying to make me move so she can get behind me. Like it's not hot enough, you know? No, Sassy. No. So I think I've found my Ziploc bags. And oh my gosh, I'm fighting with a cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get in, Sassy. Go, girl. Oh. I always get those napkins. It's 150 of them. I was going to get some at Walmart, and I looked at the price of them, and I was like, I get those at Dollar Tree. So winding it up, just looking around to see, you know, what else was there I needed. And then I was thinking they had some Halloween bouquets of flowers last time I was in there. Really Halloween looking, like black roses and big purple flowers. And so they were in a section right here. It was a big flower display thing, but that was gone. It was no longer there. So I tell you what, that popcorn right there is the most delicious popcorn ever. Now I can't eat it anymore, but... And now the rain is coming. We go from beautiful sunny to a black cloud hanging over us. It's starting to rain just a bit.
Just a bit.
Probably need a rain to cool us off a little bit, huh?
Be nice.
Yeah. Now we're headed to the other end of this road. That's where we live, the other end of this road. Yeah, I got running Target. Do I feel like running in Target? No. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yes. I pull my big girl panties up.
Just want to get your medicine, come back out, shopping.
Pull my big girl panties up and go in Target. Get my scraps. Little shower. Is it over with already?
Like,
Quick little shower. The clouds are getting darker. So the low clouds are dark, the higher clouds are bright. We're headed to Target so I can run in real fast. Real fast.
So you better get in there and get back out.
I am, baby. I'll be fast. I won't even look at nothing else. I cross my fingers, but I don't have any to cross. That is our Pecanland Mall. It's pretty much deserted. I mean, I know you see a bunch of cars there, but it's probably all employees. It's lots and lots of empty stores in there. Just lots of empty stores. The movie theater shut down. Me and Zika went and saw a movie, and then on a Friday, and then on a Monday, the place shut down. That's the food court.
In there, though.
That's the food court right there, so that's why there's a lot of cars right there in that area. We come out, when I leave Target, we'll be headed the opposite direction like this, so we won't be headed into the darkness. We'll be headed into the light.
Heading into the darkness, huh?
Yeah. Gotta be dramatic. Looks like the darkness is over in West Monroe. Anyway, this is the back of Target. Well, that's the back of the Target. This is just a little quick road that we use a lot. Hope the weather don't get too bad. I don't think we're supposed to get any storms. I just think it's supposed to rain a little. But it does look pretty dark up there. It's real dark over in West Monroe where that witch Angela lives.
Or what?
Where that witch Angela lives over there. That's why it's so dark over in that direction, because she lives over there.
She gonna be the one taking care of you in your old age.
She'll call me and say, the what? The what lives in West Monroe? When she watches this. We don't ever go in any of those stores.
Went in Pop Shelf one time.
Yeah, we went in Pop Shop. I think I've been in it twice. It's busy today. Lots of people out.
Trying to get ahead of the weather.
I'll be right back, Big Daddy.
Alright. Come on.
Thankfully, we are headed home now, aren't we?
Nope.
No, we're not.
Nope.
Oh, we're headed. But I stuck my foot in my mouth in Target. Okay, there's this young lady. She was homeschooled. I had the privilege of watching her grow up from a little bitty girl to an adult with her own family. And she's a pharmacist at at Target. But I don't see her all the time. Like, she's not always there whenever we come. Maybe she works on the weekends. I don't know. We don't always see her. But anyway, she's a very smart girl. She graduated homeschooling at age 16. Went right on into college in the pharmacy. And she's a pharmacist at Target. So I said, hey girl, how you doing? And talk, chit chat and all. And she was going to mix up my meds because I have some liquid medications. And then I said, how's your mom doing? She said, she passed away 2 years ago. I was like, oh my God. Leave it to me to ask. I should have said, how's your family doing? But I really hadn't seen her mom in so long because, you know, my kids grew up. I don't homeschool anymore. Her kids grew up. I'm not sure how old her youngest one is, but she did have she had a baby right at the end when I stopped. My kids graduated. She had a little bitty boy. So I don't know. I thought she's probably still in the homeschool loop, you know, but anyway, I'm out of that loop, so I don't see the homeschool people. And I did not know, and I felt like so bad. So then she had to go mix up my meds, thinking about her mom passing away all over again. That's like one time we come back, we was in Ohio for 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Talk about Betty.
Yeah. We come back. This lady's husband was sick before we went. We come back. I was gone for 6 weeks to Ohio because my kids had doctor stuff going on there. Elijah did, and Dakota went through a feeding clinic. Come back, went to church. I was sitting behind Miss Betty, and then I said, Miss Betty, how's your husband doing? She said, well, honey, he passed away.
2 weeks ago.
I'm like, well, I didn't know. I wasn't even in the state. I always do that.
You have a large sweet tea.
Yeah. Sun's all beautiful. And it's getting hotter by the minute.
Yep.
Hotter, hotter, hotter by the minute now.
Anything else?
Huh? Big Daddy's getting me a tea. Over here, that's how sweet he is. I said, that's how sweet you are. Getting me a sweet tea. I know. I thought about that when we left this morning. I was out of tea. I don't have any tea made. But he was making his drink and putting it in the refrigerator so it'd be cold when he got home. And I thought, yeah, no, I'm not going to have anything to drink when I get home. But he realized that too. So he come to get me a tea so I'll have something to drink. And he don't have to go right in there and start making tea. So he's really doing it for himself. But I'll pretend like he's doing it for me. And he always picks the things that's broke.
Yeah, I like a Route 44 sweet tea and a large Diet Dr. Pepper, please.
Route 44 sweet tea and
yes.
Anyway, guys, we are headed home after this.
Thank you.
Thankfully. I hope you all had a great day. I'm exhausted. I was exhausted before I ever started. But I did it. I pulled it together and did it for my own good. For my own good. Sometimes you gotta do that. You know, my feet are hurting like really bad. I have a place on the bottom of on my left foot that hurts really bad, and it is killing me right now. So
Just falling apart.
falling apart.
It fell apart.
I fell apart. They're trying to put me back
You
together.
fall into it, you don't fail.
They're trying to put me back together. I just other parts keep falling off. Huh?
Said you poor thing.
So anyway, it's been a day. It's been a day already. But I enjoyed my time out with my honey. Enjoyed my time with him and having lunch with him today. And then we go home, cool off, settle in. I'll put my new pajamas on. And probably take a nap. We'll probably each take a nap.
I'm gonna work on some poetry, I think.
Oh, yeah? So, he's going to write some poetry. And I'm going to take a nap. I'll see you guys later. You gonna say bye?
Bye. Thank y'all for watching.
Appreciate you all. Hope you have a great day. Bye, friends.
Bye.